I don't know if anyone here has watched at least one match of Saudi Arabia at the 2022 World Cup. Please comment below to confirm. Hello everyone, welcome to Channel 5. Minutes of Discovery. Yes, dear friends, I have to admit that one of the biggest inspirations for me to make this video was the Saudi Arabia team's unexpected victory over Argentina at the 2022 World Cup. This is truly a big shock to the fans, when Argentina was considered the top candidate for the championship. This victory not only brought joy to the team but also made King Salman decide to give everyone a break. A day to celebrate together. Even more special, Crown Prince Mohammed gave each player a new Rolls-Royce Phantom, with a value of up to $500,000 United States dollars. This not only shows generosity but also reflects Saudi Arabia's outstanding wealth. So, what kind of country is Saudi Arabia? Why is this country so prosperous? Join us to discover interesting things about the culture, economy and people of Saudi Arabia in today's video. Before starting, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel and share to support me. Thank you very much. Overview of Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, officially known as the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the country covers 80% of the Arabian Peninsula, with a total area of about 2.15 million square kilometers. Ranked 13th in the world in terms of area, Saudi Arabia is the 5th largest country in Asia, about 7 times larger than Vietnam. Bordering countries such as Jordan and Iraq to the north, Qatar and the United Arab Emirates, UAE, to the east, Oman to the southeast, and Yemen to the south, Saudi Arabia also has a coastline. Adjacent to the Red Sea and Persian Gulf. The special thing is that this place has no large rivers or lakes, it is mainly arid desert areas. However, some river valleys temporarily appear after the rains, creating green oases in the heart of the desert. The climate here is mainly a desert climate, with daytime temperatures reaching up to 54 degrees Celsius in the summer, while winters can be cold but rarely drop below 0 degrees Celsius. Spring and autumn bring coolness with average temperatures around 29 degrees Celsius, but annual rainfall is very limited. Currently, Saudi Arabia's population is about 36 million people, equivalent to 1/3 of Vietnam's population. Notably, about 30% of them are immigrants from countries such as India, Pakistan, Bangladesh and the Philippines, often working in unskilled jobs and without citizenship rights. The official language here is Arabic. About history. Saudi Arabia, the cradle of Islam. Founded in the early 7th century, the country is not only famous for sacred sites like Mecca and Medina, but is also the birthplace of one of the world's largest religions. In 1744, the Al Saud family allied with cleric Muhammad ibn Abd al-Wahhab, creating a new political entity in the Central Arabian Peninsula. This alliance was not only the foundation for the rule of the Al Saud family, but also marked an important turning point in the region's history. In 1756, the first state of the Al Saud family was established and quickly became the dominant force in the Arabian Peninsula, controlling most of the current territory of Saudi Arabia. However, their growth made the Ottoman Empire worried. In 1818, the empire recaptured some of the territories of the Al Saud family, creating major upheavals in the region. However, a recovery soon followed. In 1824, the Al Saud family defeated the Ottoman Empire, establishing their second state. However, in 1891, this state was overthrown by the Rashid family. Not stopping there, the third state of the Al Saud family was established in 1902, when Abdulaziz ibn Saud organized a counterattack and captured the city of Riyadh from the hands of the Al Rashid family. This recovery laid the foundation for strong development later. In 1927, the British Empire officially recognized Abdulaziz's influence in the two emirates of Hassa and Najd. Finally, in 1932, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia was born, marking a new chapter in the country's history through the merger of the two emirates. 3. Economic. Saudi Arabia, one of the richest countries in the world. With nominal GDP reaching $813 billion in 2022, Saudi Arabia ranks 19th globally. If calculated in terms of purchasing power parity, this number is even more impressive, up to $1,734 billion, bringing this country to 17th position in the world. The average income per capita here is about $43,538, on par with major powers such as Japan, Britain and France. However, Saudi Arabia's wealth comes mainly from oil. About 75% of the country's budget revenue and 90% of its export earnings come from the oil and gas industry. Saudi Arabia owns huge oil reserves, 260 billion barrels, accounting for about 20% of the world's total proven oil reserves. This means that for every 5 barrels of oil extracted globally, 1 barrel is extracted from Saudi Arabia. In addition to oil, this country also possesses many other valuable resources such as copper, silver and phosphate, with a total estimated value of more than $34,000 billion, an unimaginable number. Surely you have heard of Saudi Aramco, the largest oil and gas company in the world. In 2018, Saudi Aramco's profits reached a record number, exceeding the profits of Apple, Amazon and Alphabet combined. Oil was discovered in Saudi Arabia in 1938, and the Gawa field is the largest oil field there, with reserves of about 75 billion barrels, enough to fill more than 4.77 million Olympic-sized swimming pools. However, dependence on oil also leads to some challenges. With a population of about 36 million people and more than 6 million foreign workers, accounting for more than 15% of the total workforce, this country is facing serious unemployment. In 2018, the unemployment rate reached 12.9%, equivalent to about 2 million people without work. 4. Military. Saudi Arabia's military spending. Defense spending. By possessing huge oil resources, Saudi Arabia is not only rich but also faces many security challenges in the region. Therefore, this country has invested heavily in the military, with a military spending ratio of up to 10% of GDP. In 2021, Saudi Arabia's defense budget reached $46 billion, comparable to countries like India and South Korea. According to the 2021 military power ranking, Saudi Arabia ranks 20th in the world. Its military includes the Army, Air Force, Navy, Air Defense Force, National Guard and militia units, totaling nearly 350,000 active duty personnel. Saudi Arabia has maintained a long-standing military relationship with Pakistan, and there is widespread speculation that it secretly funds Pakistan's nuclear weapons program. The Saudi Arabian National Guard is not only a reserve force but also a powerful frontline force, originating from the religious military groups of the Ismaili tribe. The history of the National Guard dates back to the leader's personal army in the 1960s, which served as a counterweight to the Suderi faction within the royal family. Regarding military equipment, Saudi Arabia mainly imports from the US, France and UK. From 1951 to 2006, the United States provided more than $80 billion in military hardware to Saudi Arabia. Between 2010 and 2014, Saudi Arabia became the world's second-largest arms importer, with 4 times the number of weapons imported than in the 2005 to 2009 period. During this period, 41% of British arms exports went to Saudi Arabia. In 2015, France agreed to sell $18 billion in arms to the country, and a year later, Canada made a $15 billion arms deal, considered the largest in history. In particular, in 2017, Saudi Arabia and the United States reached a $110 billion arms deal, marking a major step forward in the military relationship between the two countries. 5. About costumes. Traditional Saudi Arabian dress is more than just clothing, it also strictly adheres to Islamic principles of modesty. With the harsh climate of the desert, clothes are often loose and comfortable, helping to cover the entire body. Men often wear long T-shirts, called thobe, ankle-length, woven from linen or cotton. They often combine this outfit with a plaid scarf, held in place by a belt or white scarf. On rare cold days, men can also wear camel hair coats to keep warm. As for the women, they are required to wear an abaya, a long black robe or similar garment, covering almost the entire body except for the hands and feet. Often, women also cover their heads to show respect for their beliefs. This applies not only to Muslim women but also to non-Muslims. Non-compliance can lead to intervention by authorities, especially in conservative areas. Women's costumes are often delicately decorated with tribal motifs, coins, metallic threads and sparkling glass pieces. Some women choose to cover their faces with a niqab, while others do not, and some abayas even cover the head, allowing for diversity and self-expression. These costumes not only express culture and religion but also bring pride in national identity. 6. Religion. Religion is not only a part of life but also a factor that deeply influences the governance system, law, culture and lifestyle of the people here. The official religion in Saudi Arabia is Islam, with about 90% of the population following Sunni Islam, often following the Hanbali school of jurisprudence. Saudi Arabia's history and national identity are closely tied to Islam, and the country is proud to be home to two of the holiest cities in Islam, Mecca, where the Prophet Muhammad was born, and Medina, where he was buried. Every year, millions of Muslims from around the world make the pilgrimage to Mecca in a major event known as Hajj. This is not just a trip, but also the pinnacle of spiritual life for all Muslims. They visited the Kaaba, one of the holiest sites, to which all Muslims must turn when praying, no matter where they are in the world. Hajj is not simply a religious ceremony. This is a journey of faith and respect. Although there may be scenes of dispute and jostling in the crowd, this cannot reduce the sacredness of this event. For Muslims, pilgrimage is a profound spiritual experience, an encounter between people and faith. 7. Cuisine. Unique and famous dish from Saudi Arabia, kapsa mixed rice. This dish is not simply a meal, but also a symbol of the rich culinary culture here. Saudi Arabian cuisine has many similarities with surrounding countries on the Arabian Peninsula and is influenced by many major cuisines such as Turkish, Indian, Persian and African. In particular, the rules of the Islamic diet are strictly applied, in which pork is completely prohibited. Other animals need to be slaughtered in a manner consistent with tradition. One of the unique traditional dishes is lamb meat, called ku. This is an indispensable dish at parties and holidays. In addition, shawarma, a grilled marinated meat consisting of lamb or chicken, is also very popular, not only in Saudi Arabia but also throughout the Arabian Peninsula. Another interesting rice dish is kat xa, often prepared with fish or shrimp, bringing an attractive sea flavor. Unleavened flat bread is a staple in nearly every meal, often combined with dates and fruit juice, creating a wonderful and nutritious meal. In particular, Turkish-style coffee is also a traditional drink, served at meetings with friends and family, creating a cozy and intimate atmosphere. 8. Football and sports in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, where football is considered the national sport. The Saudi Arabian football team is considered one of the most successful teams in Asia, with 6 times reaching the finals of the Asian Cup, including 3 championships. In particular, the team has also participated in the World Cup 5 times, with the best achievement being reaching the round of 16 in 1994. One of the proudest moments of Saudi Arabian football is the impressive victory over Messi's Argentina team at the 2022 World Cup, demonstrating the team's spirit of resilience and determination. In addition to football, sports such as windsurfing, sailing and basketball are also loved and participated in by both men and women. The national basketball team won a bronze medal at the 1999 Asian Championship, marking an important milestone in the country's sports. Not only stopping at modern sports, Saudi Arabia is also proud of traditional sports such as camel racing. Since the 1970s, camel racing has become popular, with a stadium in Riyadh hosting exciting races during the winter. The King Camel Race has been held annually since 1974, attracting riders and camels from all over the region. In addition, falcon hunting is also a unique traditional activity, still preserved and performed with pride. This is the end of our video exploring the country of Saudi Arabia. If you feel like it, remember to like and subscribe to the channel to support me. Hello and see you in the next videos.